Hey folks, let's head to Japan again. These right here are Doritos smoked cheese. Now, I saw these at, I guess it would have been a 7-Eleven or a Lawson or a Family Mart in Tokyo earlier this year. And I just walked past them because I wrote them off as being just, a different container for Doritos in Japan. And if you look at the color of this, to me, it reminded me of Doritos nacho cheese. So I just kind of thought, well, why would I be interested in something that's in a slightly different package, as in a paper cup instead of a bag like Doritos nacho cheese? Well, what I found out since is that I missed out on a couple of rare snacks because these are a different flavor, which are not available in America, and they are not nacho cheese. These are one of my all time favorite things, smoked cheese. Now, up in the Akita prefecture of Japan, and the city proper of Akita itself, foods are very commonly smoked, such as smoked pickles. One of the most delicious things that I've ever tasted in my life was Akita Prefecture smoked tartar sauce using smoked pickles. That is so good that I can just sit there and eat it out of a spoon right out of the jar without even putting it on fish. So I'm a fan of all things smoked, and I don't recall ever trying a smoked Doritos. Now, these came from Sugoi Mart. As you can see right here, they appear to be sold out. It says that they were $10, and I hope I didn't pay that much for them. Taking a look at the description, it says these Doritos cup style corn sticks, smoked cheese, are the perfect on the go snack, featuring a convenient cup and bite sized rolled chips. These corn sticks are easy to eat anywhere, anytime. Each chip is enrobed in a familiar nacho cheese taste enhanced with a rich smoked cheese flavor, great for lunches, picnics, and on the go snacking. They contain allergens of milk and cheese, and these weigh 74 grams. Here is another promotional picture where, as you can see, it says smoked cheese down at the bottom. Mine, which are self imported, I imported them from Sugoi, they do not say smoked cheese. So that's why I missed this when last in Japan, because the package doesn't say smoked cheese. And unfortunately, I don't read very much Japanese. And I feel bad about asking my wife constantly in stores, hey, can you read this for me? Can you read this for me? She has her own stuff to do in stores. So as you can see, all of the ingredients are in Japanese. Now, if these had been imported by a company for resale, it would have been required to have a English label on the back, including the expiration date. But because of the fact I self-imported these, technically the ingredients were included. Unfortunately, this was one of about 100 things I imported at the same time, and the ingredients were printed on a long list of labels where the ink had been running out, and it was really hard to read. So that's not an option. And in looking further on the Japanese Doritos site, I did find this image where it does say smoked cheese on the back. And the interesting thing is that this package varies from mine as well, because this one says nacho cheese. So they're smoked nacho cheese. Now, apparently, there are several other flavors. Grilled tacos. I've also seen those listed as Texas grilled tacos, only available in Japan. And then, of course, here's another example of the smoked cheese that also does not have the ingredients in English. And then, of course, there was an avocado flavored Doritos cup versions. So let's open them, see what they taste like. Here's the top of the package, Doritos cup style, and this says smoked cheese. I feel like I'm opening a cup of ramen here. Okay, let's go ahead and leave that on there in case I want to seal this back up. Okay, to me, they have the aroma of standard issue Doritos nacho cheese flavor. Here's what's in the cup: twisty corn snacks. I'd be curious to know the origin of this corn, if the corn was grown in the U.S. or China, such as is consumed a lot here mainland, or if the corn was grown in Japan. But I wouldn't expect to find out such things if I can't even read the ingredients. I have no idea what's in these except for corn and cheese, and I'm sure there's some oil and a whole bunch of other stuff. I'm getting nacho cheese on the nose as well, but it's not as intense as Doritos nacho cheese standard in a bag. Let's see what they taste like. Okay, it's really good crunch. The rolled format does provide some really good texture, and I'm getting some nacho cheese, smoked nacho cheese powder on my fingers already. You know, the smoked flavoring is very faint, and I was hoping for more, but the nacho cheese is also a lower level of intensity, and I'm happy with that. Doritos nacho cheese used to be one of my favorites many years ago, but I probably ate too many of them and just got tired of them. Okay, I'm happy with these, but I already know they're not a 10-10. And I'm biased when it comes to Japanese snacks, that's for sure. Okay, I'm getting the standard issue nacho cheese flavor building up. I wish it was the smoked flavor building up instead. Okay, well, I'm happy to have tried these, and I am a bit dismayed that I'm coming to this conclusion that I can only give these about a 6.5 out of 10. Uh, I can't give them a 7. I can't give them below a 5 because there's nothing wrong with them. They're perfectly fine. But for me, they are not delivering the smoked cheese flavor that I was hoping for. But it does build. So, without knowing how much sodium is in these, since I can't read it, I'm not going to eat a large amount of these. But it seems as if in order to get the smoked flavor I was wanting, I would need to eat quite a bit of them because the flavors are building. The smoke flavor is actually building. That is good. I'm almost getting a smoked Gouda flavor or Gouda. In America, most people call it Gouda. It's also pronounced Gouda in Dutch, where Gouda cheese comes from, or Gouda cheese. I think I might have to take these out in the backyard and smoke them on the grill. They're good. I'll go with a 7. I'll bump it up from a 6.5 to a 7 because the flavors do build and nobody's going to eat just one. So anyway, if you enjoy videos like this, be sure to subscribe because I do enjoy doing them and there's more to come. Peace out from San Francisco. Bye.